go get some more gum. So, of course, we're going to talk about the hair because we have nothing else to talk about. I was thinking, I don't know if there's this computer is driving me insane. It's acting like it doesn't want to record me. Anyway, hopefully we can get through this without any issues. Hopefully. So, I was wondering if anyone would be interested in doing the lipstick letters again. I mean, I never really wanted to stop doing lipstick letters, but I guess people stopped sending them. Maybe because I wasn't mentioning it. I don't know. If this doesn't record, I'm going to be so angry. Anyway, so if you're interested in getting my advice, which you can take or leave, and I'm not responsible for the results either way, you can send your lipstick letters to lipsticklady1214 at gmail.com. Lipsticklady1214 at gmail.com. So anyway, when I have the hat on, just know that something has went awry. I did mini twists last night on wet hair, and this is what we have. I should have cut this. It's a lot of, not a lot, but some stringy. I need to take that. It's like foggy looking because of the setting I got going right now. But you see these stringies? I really need to cut that off. But I'll do it next go around because I did cut a bunch. Let me see if I can shut this up while I'm on here. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. So these stringies. See how this? Okay, let me get one. These, for instance, the ends just curl up, but these are stringies. That's because it's like heat damage. Well, not heat damage because I don't believe in heat damage, especially if you're gonna go straight natural. But so these were okay when I did them last night, but then when I went to sleep, they shrunk up even more. So it's like I don't like, which is why I threw the hat on. But the next time I do it, I'm gonna blow dry my hair first just to stretch it. See how this is like a little stringy? I thought it was curled up, but it's stringy. So, like yesterday when I did it, they were like down here. But then I went to sleep and it went up there. Excuse me if I don't edit that out. So I'm like, what is this? I can't walk around like this. I don't like it. So, this is what happens until I decide to wash it again. But anyway, this isn't why we're here. The reason that we're here is because I have some great news. Absolutely great news, right? Well, maybe not so great for you all, but I mean, it was great for me. So, I don't know if I told y'all this. I don't think that I told y'all this. I know I was asking about natural birth control methods that anyone was aware of, but I didn't tell y'all this, right? So, and this is kind of TMI, so I don't know, but people tell way worse stuff than this. Who cares, right? So, and I'm only telling this to help other women. So, guys, you can kind of check out if you want, because you might know, well, no, because you might know somebody or have a wife or a girlfriend. Anyway, I feel like I'll be slobbering when I'm going like this, like I'm drooling down the sides of my mouth. But anyway, so check to see if we still record. Okay. So I went to the doctor because I was having pain in my abdomen, okay, my lower pelvic region, right below the belly button, but above the vagina area, right in the middle, where most women have fupas. not being funny. I'm just trying to give y'all a description, okay? So, anyway, so I had started having pain. I didn't like track it. And after a while, it just became like my normal, right? And so after a while, I was like, man, I kept saying I was going to get it checked out and see what it was, but I never went. And so I want to say maybe 6 months to a year later, which was a month ago, I was like, just go to the doctor and see. Because honestly, I thought my IUD had moved out of place because if you don't know, IUDs are known for moving out of place and getting embedded in your uterus or abdominal wall or whatever, and you have to get it surgically removed. You don't believe me? Go to TikTok and put in like problems with IUDs, and you'll see 1,001 women talking about them. Okay, I can no longer cut because it's bothering me, but I'll try to keep it low. So anyway, so I went to the doctor, and he was like, "Oh, is it perfectly in place?" And I said he because I always have a male doctor deliver my son. Women are so rough. And I just be like, you have the same thing I have. Why are you so rough right now? I've had like 2 or 3 female doctors that were so rough. And I was like, never again. Either way, my husband went with me. Although I've never been uncomfortable with going to a male doctor. But, so I had, the Mirena was still in place and it was perfectly placed. And then, he was like, but you do have a cyst on your ovary, a 4 centimeters fluid filled cyst, right? And so he was like, but it's what we call a simple cyst, and they usually go away on their own. And in my brain, I'm like, how can it go away on its own if I'm constantly feeling the pain and the pain is like increasing? You know what I'm saying? And people, they grow to like the size of grapefruits or bigger. So, y'all know I really don't be on that doctor stuff. I don't trust them. I don't believe them. That's why I'm not a nurse anymore, because I don't believe in the system. So either way, he was like, it'll probably go away. So I was like, yeah, probably not. But because I look the stuff up online, and so many women were saying they had to get their surgically removed, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing no surgery. Y'all know I'm not for that. I'm for the all natural. So I got to looking and researching, and this lady, I told y'all about Barbara O'Neill. I had ran across her, and then I just looked into it deeper, and people were saying that they use castor oil, hexane-free, glass bottle, organic, amber colored bottle, castor oil. So I rubbed it on there for a month straight. I also drank raspberry leaf tea, which is good for your uterus and hormones. And the girls on TikTok were saying that the one girl said she drank the raspberry tea and her cyst burst, and she was in so much pain. So I drank that. I was drinking some other teas, but I don't know if they had an effect on it. I drank turmeric and ginger, lemon tea, and then I drank chamomile tea as well. And so I wrote that on there, and then I had ended up, we went to the doctor yesterday, or Tuesday, today's Thursday, and he was like, yeah, oh wow, it's gone. And he was like, yeah, see, they just disappeared. And I didn't say anything because I'm not going to go back and forth with a doctor that's been practicing since I was born. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, squeezing my husband's hand because we know what I did to get it to go away. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this castor oil, I wish I had it by me. I will show you. This castor oil is legit a miracle worker. Like, he didn't say it shrank or shrunk. He didn't say, it's down to 2 centimeters. He said it's gone, no longer there. And I know for a fact, well, first of all, I was like, this thing is going to be gone. I believe that it was going to be gone. And then I put in the work with the castor oil every night and the teas, and it disappeared. I was like, this stuff really works. The pain, I still have a slight pain, which has me thinking, but it's not like, because I was at a 15 with that pain. I'm probably at a 1 right now. And that might be where it could be so small where you can't see it. I don't know. But I don't feel what I was feeling before. I do know that. So I'm just continuing with the castor oil. I'm going to always rub that on my abdomen. And I also saw that castor oil can break down cysts, fibroids, tumors, all of that. So even can help your bunion on your feet. So I don't know. I don't know. But I was like, now, if I wouldn't have done that, then he would probably even either waited a little bit longer to see if it went away, or he would have talked about having surgery on it. I'm like, no, we're not doing that over here. And like, my mom had fibroids, and she's like, yeah, you're probably gonna get them. I'm like, don't be wishing that on me, lady. Is you crazy? I will not be getting fibroids. Okay. And if for some reason I do, I'll be castor oiling them out. Okay. But I plan on continue to rub castor oil on my belly. You know, just to keep things smooth and rolling. So if y'all have any of those issues, I mean, I think some people may not be able to tolerate castor oil, but I think that's very rare. But if you have any issues, go right ahead and rub that on there. But make sure it's in a glass amber color bottle, hexane free and organic. I don't know. I think the name of the company that I got was Horizon from Amazon. I was ordering it from a small business on Etsy, but I had ran out and needed some right last minute. So of course Amazon beat 1 day in it, so I had to go with that. But yeah, and also the IUD, right? Although I love my IUD, don't get me wrong, that was my third one, and it was time to take it out, but they changed it from 5 years to 8 years, which I'm like, don't be practicing stuff on me. Okay, my last 2 or 5 years, I want this one out, but they wouldn't take it out to get a new one. So they made me wait 8 years, which I feel like, because I never had any cysts before this, so maybe waiting that extended time is what caused the cyst. But I don't know for sure, but to me, that is the cause of them. Hormones all over the place. Your body thinking I think your body goes into a mode where it makes you think that you're having a miscarriage every month. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it does something by blocking the hormones and the eggs and all of that to keep you from getting pregnant. But I will say, I was good on the Mirena because I know people that had to get it out right away and wasn't feeling right. But I was good. I had it for 16 years. My son is 16. I got it as soon as I had him in 2008. That was my third one. I felt fine. The first 2 didn't hurt to get in or out. The second, no, the second one hurt to get out. The third one hurt to get in, and the third one hurt to get out. I feel like the first one didn't hurt to get in and out because I was kind of still open for having my son. But when I got it out this third time, it was like a sigh of relief that I didn't know that I needed. It was so strange. I didn't feel like there was anything wrong with me that whole time. Like I felt okay. I felt fine. You know what I'm saying? But then when I got it out, it was like, damn, I feel absolutely amazing. So I'm kind of confused. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't feel bad when I was on it. I didn't think it was anything wrong with me. But then when I got it out, it was like, whew, now I'm back to normal. Like I noticed on like the third or fourth day, I was smiling from ear to ear. I was like, girl, if you don't stop smiling, I'm gonna slap you. Because why are you smiling this hard? It's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But the way I feel right now, I would never go back on it. I'm hoping, wishing, praying that don't no little monster come up out of me at 40 years old. I'm supposed to stop telling y'all my age. But I cannot go back on that. I just don't, first of all, I don't want nobody digging up in me no more. And then I don't want the risk of it getting stuck anywhere and having to get it surgically removed. And having your hormones balanced, which I don't think mine is back on track. I did have a menstrual a couple days after getting it out, but now I think it's gonna take time to actually get on track with that again. I haven't had a real one since before my son. You know what I'm saying? A real cycle since before my son. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little wonky at first, not be on time, and then eventually it'll level out once my hormones get back on track. But when I say I feel like a new woman, I literally feel like a new woman. Like, there was times where I would be in the gym and I would feel like kind of weird and crazy. Like my day to day did feel a little weird, but it wasn't like bad to where I needed to figure out what was wrong with me. I don't know if I'm making sense. But either way, now when I go to the gym, I'm fine. Like, I don't feel weird. My day to day, everyday waking up is fine. You know, I don't know how to explain it. Just know that I feel like I'm normal and back to myself, and I always feel fine. You know what I'm saying? And either way, also, ladies, when you're on your cycle, we have to get away from these name brand products in the store. Like, you need to be ordering, if you can, on Amazon, 100% cotton tampons and pads. I don't think I'll ever do tampons again because I'm trying to keep everything out of my body. But 100% cotton pads, because they say, and make sure they're 100% cotton, because I think the one brand in the store said that they were 100% cotton at one time, and now it just says cotton. You got to watch the wordplay with these people because they are on some trickery. But, and it seems kind of weird and nasty, but they do have washable and reusable cotton pads that some people sell on Etsy. I mean, if you're okay with that, then you can do that, but I don't think I would be okay with that. But those chemicals in the pads and tampons affect your hormones as well, and it can make your period heavier and last longer. So be mindful. Make sure you're using 100% cotton. Okay? Okay. Well, now that y'all been all up in my vagina and in my business, I'm about to go because I have other things to do. Okay? So smile because you're beautiful and love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, why would anyone else? Until next time, bye-bye.